plans of the Army, integrated knowledge-based command and control office, responsible for all command, control, communication, and computerization developments across the entire Army and all small and um, long-term development plan, strategy, budget allocation. Eng Chun was also a managing director of SME specializing in security command and control. Eng Chun was awarded a training award by SAF to attain a bachelor degree in electronics and electronical engineering from National University Singapore. He was also awarded a postgraduate scholarship in 2001 to obtain a Master of Science in Information Studies from Nanyang Technologies University. He also has completed Stanford Executive Program in Stanford University in 2006. Eng Chun has served as the chairman of Cybersecurity Chapter in Singapore Tech for last 2 years, a premier trade association for the tech industry that develops sustainable initiative to grow and strengthen the technology industry. He is also appointed by the minister in charge of cybersecurity as a member of Cybersecurity Advisory Group in Singapore. Cybersecurity Advisor Group is a group of eminent cybersecurity experts whose expertise may tap upon for cybersecurity issues in the fast evolving cybersecurity landscape, including cyber threats and confront Singapore. So with that, let me introduce and welcome Eng Chun. Over to you. Um, Thank you, Enchun. It was a wonderful presentation. Thanks for being with us. To sum up with some of the things that you covered today, you spoke about how different sectors were affected, especially the healthcare and type of threats that were part of this COVID-19. You also spoke about how organizations need to prepare themselves in order to safeguard themselves. You broke them down into four core areas. One is awareness, as we all know that even this particular event is being held purely because of awareness. We want our constituents to be aware of later cyber threats to safeguard themselves. And that's the best remedy that I could think of. You also spoke about data security, endpoint security, and quite a lot of things. You also touched upon the importance of having a Data Protection Act, GDPR, when it comes to the EU, and then SDA in Singapore, which is pretty much interesting to know about. With that, I hope we can take some questions for you. Well, there is one question at the moment, which is, could you please tell the um, loss for the countries due to COVID-19 in money value during the COVID-19? I think that's pretty tough, but yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think that anybody can really estimate what will be the final value, but I believe there are some numbers that was thrown out in ASEAN, especially under there's a Atlas Institute for International Affairs where they actually estimated because of COVID-19 coupled with cybercrime, we are looking at a loss of in the order of US dollar of 750 um, billions. So I really do not know whether this number how they actually come up with it. But if you really think about it, it could happen, and it's still continuing to happen because the hackers are taking a lot of information, and the data can be monetized to do many things. I think you all heard about the Maze attack. They are very good. They actually steal information before they lock down your system. So first they take your information out, they scan your entire environment, they took all your information, then they lock down all your system using ransomware, and then after that they post a demand for a ransom. So if these are the kind of organization, you can see that actually there are many losses, and the losses is not just from losing money to criminals, but the losses also in a case that you have to change your system, upgrade them, do patching, and then continue to strengthen the cybersecurity posture of the organization system, and all this need a lot of investment.
Um, said, it's very difficult, and though we can just give a figure that is just given by a certain organization, but coming up with a certain value is not possible. I would just like to know about, you did mention about the Data Protection Act in Singapore. Has there any breach recently where companies have been fined? Is there any very popular incident that has taken place in Singapore particularly that you can share with us?
Okay, so in Singapore, there are a couple of features. Of course, if you know, one of the biggest one is actually our healthcare, the SingHealth. About 1.5 million of our citizens' medical record have been stolen. Of course, there are also pockets of smaller one in especially in the entertainment industry, whereby a lot of them when they registered because they want to enjoy the entertainment and all this, and those data are being stolen. And yes, the company who did not take due care about protecting their data, they have been fined by the government. So they are given a hefty fine, and after they investigate and find that actually it's their diligent, their negligent that actually caused this.
Okay, interesting. I don't see, I think we don't have any other questions from our audience. So in that case, let me thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
ST Electronics, and you've been, I mean, we've had a long history with CERT. So thank you for all the support that you guys have given us in the past. So I do want to remind our viewers about tomorrow's event. Tomorrow would be the fourth day, and we have again two sessions tomorrow. One in the morning from 10 to 11 by Ajit Rohana, Deputy Inspector General, Sri Lankan Police. So it's going to talk to us on how to safeguard from cyber-related crimes, particularly in Sri Lanka. So you're a citizen out there, you're concerned about certain things that's happening in the society or the cyber-related issues that you would like to address to the police. Please stay tuned. It's conducted in Sinhala. You're welcome to ask questions in all trilingual languages. And then we have an afternoon session by our own colleague, Tarushi and Sinet, who'll be speaking on a way forward to secure websites. So we hear websites being compromised, and CERT is being pointed at times where why some most of the times why websites are being compromised. Yes, there are reasons behind. So to hear all that, I hope you guys will be connected with us tomorrow. Yes, I think we've got another question. I think if that's okay by you.
I'm okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So other than professionals working from home people, what are the risk attacks that public end user of internet may face during COVID? I mean,
Okay. So I think it's not just the professional and people that work from home. Don't forget our children, because they have to, they can't go to school, and so they actually do their online. We call it the home-based learning. So they have to log in using e-learning, and then attend their classes at home. And one of the example that I gave during the speech was they were actually using a Zoom session with their teacher. And because the Zoom is not secure, and what happened is that the attacker actually do a conference bomb and essentially take over the session and download and display pornographic material. So this came as a shock to the entire country, because the parents were all, in demand of something to be done, because the children are just like preschool and even like our primary schools, and straight away but it created a lot of awareness, and straight away there's a lot of action being taken, system being upgraded. Even the video conferencing system that we have, just using very third party, is all upgraded with some form of security, and right down to the endpoint.
right. Thank you so much once again. Thanks for your time. So with that, that's the end of day 3. We look forward to connect tomorrow once again, and let me not forget to thank our sponsors, SLT Mobitel Dialogue, for giving us free access to data. And then we would like to also thank Soteria for giving us the Hacking Challenge platform. We also want to thank our platform provider, Webex Cisco, for giving us such a great platform to make things easier. So with that, let's end the day and hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.